Hi everybody. So today I'm going to show you how to code in C in Windows 10. So as you already know, we need to first write the C program we need to run. Then we need to compile the C program to get the executable, that means the .exe file on Windows. Executable file which can actually run on Windows. Then run the .exe file. So we finally have a program that can be run written in C. All right. So you can use even this notepad that I'm using to write or code your C program. The problem is this compiling task. You need to install a compiler which can convert your C code and create an executable file to run on the Windows environment. So to do that, we are going to use a software called msys, which can help us install this compiler called mingw. So afterwards, we can use that compiler to convert our code to an executable file, and then finally run the executable file in order to complete the task. So to do all this, first what we are going to do is download and install msys2. After we install it, we need to update msys2 to whatever the latest release or whatever. Then what we need to do is install mingw, which gives us the GCC compiler to compile our C code. Then we will set up the environment that says where this compiler is just by updating the path variable. Finally, we can test GCC, and then to complete, what we are going to do is write a hello world in C, compile it using GCC, and run. So this is what we are going to do. To start off, let's open up a browser and then let's type msys2. Ideally, you can search for it, and then you can click on the link which takes you to msys2. And here you will find under installation the installer to download. So click on this and it will download the exe file which will take you through the installation process. So double click on the exe file after downloading it, and you will get this installation wizard. So just click next until it starts to install and finish. You can leave the default installation directory to cmsys, and then once the installation finishes, you will see a checkbox saying run msys2 now. So when you click the finish button, it will run the msys terminal, or else you can always go to start menu, type msys, and just run it from the start menu. So however, now we have installed our msys software which can help us install mingw. So the second task is to update msys, and for that the guideline is given here. Update the package database and base packages. So for that you have to run this code. What you can do is just type pacman space hyphen capital SYU. Okay, hit enter and it will do some installations. If they ask any questions, just hit enter to go with the default setup, and then finally it will give you this message saying that you need to close the terminal in order to complete the process. So here just hit enter, so it will close the terminal, and to execute the rest of the update you need to go and manually open msys again. So once the terminal is open, you can continue with the rest of the update. That is to, as step 6, you need to update, you need to run this command, pacman space -su, pacman space capital S, simple U. Hit enter, and it will, if it asks any questions, just hit enter, and finally it will finish the updating process. So that concludes updating MSys2. Once you have done that, now you are good to go ahead and install mingw using MSys. So in the MSys terminal, make sure to input this command. Okay, so pacman space capital S, double hyphens needed, base 12, and then mingw w64 x86 underscore 64 hyphen toolchain. So just hit enter, and it will give you few selections. Just hit enter for all the questions they ask. And I think there are 64, nearly 64 components also that will be installed in the process. Sometimes if you have any network issues, it might give you some errors at the end saying that 12 completed, others are remaining, etc. So all you have to do is run this command again and again until you could complete the process. So once it is done, guys, now we have successfully installed a compiler which can compile C code. So what we need to do is go ahead and tell Windows that there is a GCC compiler here. Now, if you go to Windows Explorer, C drive, MSys64, mingw64, here is the binary directory, binaries folder, bin. This is where you will find the GCC compiler. There you go. Okay, so you know you have installed it here, but you need to tell Windows if anybody wants to compile a C file, you can look in here. Okay, so we will just copy this path where the binaries folder is for mingw64. No need to include gcc.exe, just the folder's path is enough. So then click the start menu, and you can just type environment, which gives you edit the system environment. Or else, even if you just search for path, it gives us the name for us, edit the system environment variable. So select this, and on the lower left right side, you will find environment variables. Click on this, and you will see there's a variable called path under user variables. Okay, so this is the path variable, which includes all the paths Windows can go and see whether it can find an application to run any file. Okay, so here what we will do is don't delete it. Just let's go and add our path. Click on edit, and you can see all the paths added by or added for different programs. And as you can see, even my mingw exists here, but I will delete it for the time being. So you will see something like that without the mingw path. So just click the new button, and you can copy paste the path C, MSys64, mingw64, bin. So that's all good. Hit enter, hit OK, and click on OK. You can close this system properties window like that. So now we have told Windows that this is where GCC is. You can go and find it. So now Windows knows where to look when I call for the GCC compile. Let's open up the command prompt by going to start menu and command prompt. Here, I will see whether Windows knows about GCC by just asking for its version, GCC space version. So it gives me a result. That means Windows can access the compiler. Now, the rest of the tasks is to write a hello world in C, compile it using GCC, and run. So guys, now I will go to my C drive. I need a location to code. I already have a C work directory here. I'm going to delete it so that I can create it for this tutorial. I'm going to create a new folder called C work. So I have all my C programs in this folder. I don't have to go and look everywhere else. And then I will just create a separate folder for my program that I'm going to create. It's going to be a hello world. I won't leave any spaces. So hello world program. Inside that, let's write my code. So to write the code, I'm going to first open a simple text editor. So I'm going to create a simple text file, and I'm going to name it as hello world without spaces. That will make my life easy. And then just double click on that, and it will open up a notepad to edit that file. Here, let me just write my sample C code, included the header files required, created the main function, and return 0. And then just to provide an output, I'm going to use a printf. Here I will type hello world hyphen, go to a new line and stop. Okay, that is my simple hello world C program. Now this is written in a text file. I need to tell Windows that this is a C file. So what I'm going to do is rename this to C. Like that. I renamed the file extension from txt to C. So that's done. Again, even if you want, you can open this using a notepad and just edit it. Okay, so I have my C file here. Now what I'm going to do is in my command prompt, I'm going to go to my folder where I have my C file. So inside C, I created a directory called C work. And inside that, I think I created a folder for hello world. And inside that, I will check by typing dir that whether I'm in the correct location. Here is my C file. So now I need to compile that C file. I will just type gcc and give my C file name. So hit enter, and then it didn't give me any errors. So it means it might have successfully compiled and created an executable. So let's go ahead and check the directory again. I can see the AEXE is there now. Even if you go using the Windows Explorer, you will find the AEXE file here. This can be now run on Windows. So to run the file, what I will do is just type AEXE, hit enter. It ran, so the program, C program I wrote, compiled successfully, and it ran, and as it was running, it gave me this hello world output. And since I have my blinking command prompt again, that means I have successfully finished running the C program. So guys, that's how easily you can install a C compiler on Windows 10 and then write a C program using Notepad, and then using the command prompt, compile that C program using the GCC compiler, and finally run it in the command prompt. That's it. Thank you. Cheers.